H.R. 1398, to protect America's innovation and economic security from CCP Act, focuses our attention on the single greatest threat to the American people, the Chinese Communist Party. I'm really tired of seeing Chinese police stations in cities across our nation. I'm really tired of turning on the news and seeing that a spy in the New York governor's office has been signing orders and doing all kinds of stuff in the name of the Chinese Communist Party. I'm really tired of hearing stories about American citizens, Chinese American citizens living here. These are our people. These are our people being persecuted by the Chinese Communist Party, and that's what this bill seeks to do. I'd like to stand up for the Chinese American citizens that are being prosecuted, persecuted, searched after, and in some cases destroyed, while some of our friends across the aisle do nothing.
As chair of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, I rise in strong opposition to the deceptively named Protect America's Innovation and Economic Security from CCP Act.
Mr. Speaker, I would think the chair of the Asian Pacific American Caucus would want to stand against China with me, but I will do it alone on behalf of those who are willing to stand up against the Chinese Communist Party. Thank you. You know, I'm sorry that my colleagues are amused because Republicans are horrified. We are sickened by what China is doing to Chinese Americans. And so if the Asian Pacific American Caucus, which love to put their sign up there while they denounce this fantastic bill, if they'd like a member of their caucus that will fight for and on behalf of Chinese American citizens, I'd be happy to join. Get me an application. But until that happens, until all members of this chamber wake up and realize that China is the real threat here, and realize that the main talking point, what they do is they come, and anytime someone stands up against China, they start playing the race card, because they know if they play the race card, they'll get folks to shut up.
This bill brings back the shameful mistakes of the China Initiative. It would stoke anti-Asian xenophobia.
And China just loves it. I'm sure they're watching this debate in Beijing and laughing every time someone gets up and calls this policy racist.
With the Trump-era China Initiative, a program that assumed that researchers and scholars in America should be investigated if they had a nexus with China.
The Biden DOJ has even said since then that there was no bias, there was no racism. So everything we're hearing today is just false. I'm not going to call someone a liar, but I'm going to tell you that what we're hearing today is false. I heard from Mr. Nadler before he reserved a while ago. He said Asian American crime against Asian Americans were up in the Trump era.
During the Trump administration, anti-Asian crimes spiked.
What person with a brain in America thinks that Donald Trump is the reason crime is up anywhere? Joe Biden is the reason. Kamala Harris is the reason that crime is through the roof in this nation. Americans are unsafe. And Mr. Nadler said I wouldn't count on a Trump victory.
I wouldn't count on the next Trump administration. Maybe, but I wouldn't count on it.
Well, frankly, I'm not going to count on anything in the days we live in, but I can count on the American people to not hold Donald Trump responsible for the crime epidemic that we are experiencing in this nation. I am baffled by the opposition to this bill and the silliness on the other side